Getting good at Fortnite is not something that just happens overnight. There's a lot of practice and a lot of effort that actually goes in to becoming the next best person in Fortnite. And since Season 6 actually dropped in Fortnite, I've actually decided that I want to somewhat do this practice routine that I am going to be giving you guys in this video today, every single day, to basically get as good as possible at the game. Now, I've only done this for about a week and I've noticed a huge difference in my gameplay. I can't really show you guys how it's affected me because my PC, when I'm recording or streaming, it just completely can't handle it. But I'm working on it, guys. Trust me, this does work and I'm going to continue to use this routine. Again, side claimer, I'm not saying I'm the best. I am far from it. I'm pretty poor at Fortnite. That's why I'm making this video, to show you exactly this warm-up, this practice, this routine that you need to do basically in order to improve. It is working and I'm going to stick with it and I hope you guys do too. So if you go on to find this routine actually helpful, make sure to leave a like on the video. Obviously, subscribe for more videos like this one, all kinds of news videos, leaks videos, all that kind of stuff here on the channel. But without further ado, let's jump into it in detail. The first thing I train is, in fact, my aim. And I'm going to show you all the maps that I actually do in order to actually get better at all of these things. Now, the reason I actually train my aim first before I do anything is because when you actually warm up your aim before you do absolutely anything in Fortnite, it means that your actual crosshair placement is going to be absolutely on point because you've already warmed up your aim. So I highly recommend before you do anything, always warm up your aim. Now, if you have Covex, if you are a keyboard and mouse player, I highly recommend using that as it is incredibly beneficial. Playing that for about 20 minutes before you do anything is highly effective. However, I'm not going to talk about anything else because you do have to pay for that. That isn't free in this video. Let's talk about absolutely everything map-wise. First of all, you have 1v1 aim duel map version 2. This is created by Radar. Most of the maps on this list are created by Radar. He's just incredible. So if we jump into this, I'm going to show you exactly what it is on this map that is so good. For all these videos, at the very top in the middle, you'll see the code as well. So all of these maps are going to be there, as well as listed in the description below. But the reason this map in particular is so good is for many reasons. Not only does it have the close range aim duel, which basically you select your health. So say we go for 5,000 health, you have all of these different scenarios in which you can 1v1 someone in like a box or a 2x2 in order to get better at the game. So you can literally see the little preview of exactly what the map is going to look like when you go in, which I absolutely love. These kind of scenarios are just perfect because they're kind of real life scenarios that you're going to encounter in game, and I kid you not, this has been so helpful for my aim. When someone absolutely psychos me with the primal shotgun, having this aim and the ability to kind of dodge and dip when you're actually playing a game is going to help you guys so much. This map, highly recommend. It's incredible. But also, this map does in fact have the glider aim as well, so you can go in here and you can start beaming people with your assault rifles. Highly effective for that kind of mid to end game situation when people are going to be kind of bouncing, running across. Obviously, there's no bouncers in the game at the moment, but for people that are running across builds and that kind of thing, you can get a nice beam across the map by practicing through this glider aim duel. Next up here, though, we have my absolute favorite aim training for when I'm just playing on my own, because obviously the aim duels you do with a buddy or you can even matchmake. But we can actually do this Skovvav aim training now, and I'm going to show you the best drills to do in this because there's quite a lot and there's some that are way better than others. So to start things off, grab an AR, grab a shotgun, preferably a pump because they're in the game and the primal weapons aren't in here. And the first thing you want to do is tile frenzy. I normally always set things to medium because medium range is, you know, the in between. And normally what I always do is the timed trials. You can stop any of these at any time simply by emoting, but if we jump into this, you can literally just target at this wall at the selected time. Tile frenzy is definitely very beneficial because it completely warms up your aim, but there's also loads more you can do that in. You've also got this kind of popcorn area where they basically just spawn all around you and you've just got to kind of practice going around. I can't talk and aim at the same time about this. But you basically just got to aim in. They kind of go all around you. Try and kill them as quickly as possible. You can set them to either 500 health or 1 HP. So it's kind of nice to just get your quick aim in. And yeah, they kind of go all over the place. So be careful with this. But then my absolute favorite of all time is in fact the horizontal and the vertical. Now if we jump in medium again, if we just free game, then basically you just have to track these mobs as they go along. And no matter if you're on PC or controller, I find that this is actually really helpful. Because I actually used to do this on controller quite a lot. And it's only been since recently that I've actually been doing this on keyboard and mouse again. Oh, and the odd time out, he actually gets stuck. So we'll just kill this one. But just to show you, this is then the vertical one, so you simply just got to track them. This I find a lot harder, I don't know why, but obviously it's just way more beneficial to actually practice this because people do kind of just jump around the place, especially when there is launch pads and bouncers in the game, but at the moment, this is kind of just to practice overall aim, I think. Next up, we have the ones which actually require the shotgun. If we go to the reaction CF, you kind of just get spawned in with all of these bots. You can kind of use your shotgun, and then if you miss or you don't hit the 132, you then swap to the SCAR, which I think is very useful. But as you can tell, have not been on today, so I am literally missing like anything. And this is literally my warm-up as I speak with you guys. Next up here though, what we have is basically a reaction time, and you basically just have to hit the targets as they come flying through here. It's very beneficial, especially for your flick aim though, and just for aim overall, especially with a shotgun. Now a little tip is I actually try and take my time with this. I know it's for flick aim, but what I always find is that I rush my shots and then I end up missing. So it's purely taking an extra second just to make sure your crosshair is perfect is really beneficial. You see how I'm just not going like an absolute psycho? That's good. Something else I like to do is actually come to the very back and then actually use my AR and kind of just 3-shoot without aiming down sights. It's kind of difficult, but it's very good practice. Now that's absolutely everything regarding aim and how to improve your actual aim. But next up on the list of things to actually do is in fact to just jump into your own world. Now this world is somewhat a little bit fancy compared to what you should have of just literally just like a meadow, you know, just a plain map. But I made this a while ago. Shout out to Wavy for helping me make it back in the day. Now basically when you jump in here, you want to just practice your builds. You can also practice your editing as well as you do this. And a good thing is to not carry a weapon, because when you carry a weapon, you obviously then aren't focusing on your actual editing with your builds out. You try and pull out your weapon first, and that's actually not the most beneficial way to actually build and edit. You can obviously practice your tunneling when you're in here as well. Something I've been practicing quite a bit lately and I've somewhat improved on, but obviously there's always room to improve like there. Now you should probably try and free build for roughly around 30 minutes every single day. I normally do 30 minutes before I've actually done anything except for obviously the aim training, and then 30 minutes after at the end of the day, as well as doing aiming again at the end of the day, just to kind of, you know, crack it into your brain exactly the mechanics and all that kind of things. But next up we do actually have editing. Now editing, you have this key right here, as you can see, Radar's Edit Practice Map 2, and basically this is amazing because you've got a bunch of different drills. So yeah, those drills are really beneficial, they're really good, but if you are kind of mechanically skilled, I want to say, and you are good at editing, maybe jump into there for 5-10 minutes just to practice some side jumps, that kind of thing. That's what I've been doing. And then you want to jump into Radar's Piece Control map. This map is one of the greatest creative maps ever made, and I'm going to show you exactly why. Now, first of all, what you want to do is you want to grab an AR and a shotgun, as per usual. It's what you always do. And as you can see, you have 16 different drills here of all different piece control scenarios. If you simply shoot this number above here, then it shows you obviously what you have to do. So say for the first one, build plus edit a wall in front of the stair, build walls on a cone around the bot and shoot. And you just want to simply do this for every single drill that they have on the list. I'm pretty bad at always getting this right hand one wall in though, so I need to practice that a lot more. can also try all different kinds of peaks. You've either got the peanut butter edit. You can also do like the underneath one, or you can simply do like window edits, all that kind of stuff. So after I place these builds, reset, shoot, that kind of thing. There you go. So once it's done, it goes orange, so you can kind of go through as many as possible. I highly recommend doing the ones at the end primarily if you've not got a lot of time, since these ones are a little bit more advanced than the first ones. Now that tends to be it. Once I've done about 30 minutes to an hour of aim practicing, as well as then 30 minutes of free building, 30 minutes of editing, kind of the piece control maps, I tend to after that jump into this Panvill practice hub. Now basically what this is a matchmaking key. Again, you'll find the key in the description. But basically you want to jump into this, and you have a bunch of different scenarios in which you can actually jump in. So this is in fact it. As you can see, you've got a bunch of different things. So you've got box fights, 3 vs 3, 1 vs 1. You've also got 1v1 zone wars, 1v1 realistics, box fights. So basically primarily it's box fights, zone wars, and then realistics. But if you jump into here, then you can do like the trio fill, duo fill, 1v1, trio fill, duo fill, solo sort of one, and you've got all of them. And this is incredibly helpful because not only can you do it with friends, but also it's fill. So if I wanted to do a duo zone wars, but I didn't have someone to do it with, I can simply jump into that and matchmaking will find me someone to do it with. So it's amazing. This is incredible practice, and I highly recommend doing all 3 of these every single day. Like I said though, all of this creative practice is amazing because it will get your mechanics good, your aim good, all that kind of stuff. But this isn't good if you haven't got a actual game sense. That's why I recommend playing at least, if you can, 2 hours of arena every single day. Even if you're not playing arena, make sure you're playing some form of Fortnite game. Obviously pubs at the moment aren't really there because there's a lot of bots going on and that kind of stuff, and then you come up against the greatest sweat of all time that really should be playing arena. But playing arena is definitely beneficial since you obviously then get a lot of game sense. If you try and play it somewhat aggressively at the early game, get a first couple of kills, then kind of play it safe and passively through the mid game to make it to end game, you're going to get basically the most beneficial outcome out of that. That's the playstyle I've been doing, and it's been doing pretty well so far. There you guys go though. That has indeed been my actual practice routine to somewhat try and improve in Fortnite. I've definitely improved, like I was saying earlier, over the course of time. And over the next few weeks / months, I'm going to continue to do this every single day to literally get as best as possible and basically see how good I can actually get from this routine. Definitely give it a go, and make sure when you are playing Fortnite, you actually use your time well and do what I actually said in the stuff if you are wanting to get better. If you simply play this game for fun, then do what you want, obviously. But if you do want to improve and improve fairly quickly, then this routine, a few hours a day, will definitely get you there instead of playing like a few hours of pubs every single day. There you guys go though. I hope you have found this video useful. If you have, like I said earlier, smash a like. Obviously subscribe to me here on the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Fortnite news leaks and updates, as well as guide videos like this one. And finally guys, credit code Bobblez in the Fortnite item shop to help support you get out that one step further. Hashtag ad, hashtag everybody. Thank you all in advance. Anyway guys, hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and until next time, see ya.